Budgeting is one of the most important aspects that I found in my life, and it has literally allowed me to be debt-free before I was 40 years old. This has allowed me to personally look at my career as not just a way to pay bills, but a way for me to create wealth and allocate spending on the things that I chose were important to me. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did so you can start with a beginner budget right away. Hey, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Phil Dean, and at this channel we make videos about career, self-development, and finances. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss my weekly videos. So let's get right into it. On the outset, I will say that when I started budgeting, it seemed to be a little intimidating and a little overwhelming. And really, I thought that it was going to be pretty restricting. However, what I will say is when I started gaining ground and I started finding how I could save up money and build my financial security, it invigorated me and kept me going. So if you're new to budgeting, I want to just explain to you that there is two types of budgets. There is what I call a simple budget, and there's one that is a detailed budget. So I want you to make sure you watch the video to the end where we're going to be going through a budget together, and I'm going to do a tutorial on creating your very own simple budget to get started. Let's just give you the basics. First of all, a budget is a simple plan which allows you to track your income and your spending every month. A simple budget is what I call categorizing your expenses into dollar amounts and only spending up to that dollar amount in each category. Where a detailed budget, on the other hand, is when you write down all your expenses down to the dollar and the cents and put them into a designated category. It really doesn't matter how you do it. Each one is going to have the same outcome, but I will say that a simple budget will be easier to start, and for me, it was way less daunting. So if you're new to budgeting, you may say, well, where do we start? Well, when you start out, you need to start taking inventory of all your expenses for the month and put them into categories. These categories are defined as 1, net income, which is after taxes, 2, your fixed expenses, 3, which is your debt, 4, which is your flexible expenses, and 5 is your savings. I have found that if you're looking for a planner that's done for you and ready to go, Amazon is the quickest way to get started. However, if you're creative and you want to customize one and make one yourself, then I would highly recommend using the simple software Canva, where you can pick your own template and you can customize it to exactly where and what you want. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start working on a simple budget together. So as I said before, you may be able to find a template at Amazon.com that you can purchase, or maybe you have your own Excel spreadsheet or a program on your computer that you can use. But in this case, I am using Canva.com, and as you can see, there is a whole bunch of templates to pick from. I would recommend picking a simple template, one that is really easy to get started. For setting up your monthly budget, there are several categories that are very, very important to be able to include, and that is going to be your fixed expenses, utilities, miscellaneous, and savings. Now, when you're starting out making a budget, you always want to find out what your total monthly income is after taxes. In this case, I wrote down $5,000. If you look at your fixed expenses, that's going to be your rent, your auto loan, and maybe your insurances. And that is going to be pretty much the same throughout month to month. And that is going to be something that you are going to have to make sure that you have enough money to cover those bills when they come. Utilities are going to be one that are going to fluctuate throughout the month. You know, electric can be higher or lower, maybe whether it's in the winter or the summertime. So your miscellaneous is going to be, your extra spending money. It's going to be your clothes, maybe going out to eat, food, and so forth. That can relatively stay the same. So those are the categories that are the main ones that you want to start out with. Then to make it really simple, all you want to do is go and add up all these categories. And in this case, this comes to $3,532. Then what you want to do is you want to subtract the $3,532 from the $5,000. And that is going to give you a savings money of $1,468. What I like to do is have my check or my direct deposit deposited right into my savings account. And then after that, I like to transfer what my actual expenses are over to my checking account. What that will do is that will allow your savings account to be able to build up from month to month. And the money then that is in your checking account, that money will actually go to be able to cover all these bills that you have listed in your monthly expenses. So hey, I truly want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was a way that really inspired you to be able to start budgeting. And if you're interested in learning more videos like this, make sure you check out the video somewhere on the screen and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my weekly videos. Until next time, cheers.